Oh, which streamer you have a crush on? Amaranth. She's married. Oops. Okay, I'll be back in just like 3 minutes. I don't know, maybe 5 minutes. 5 minutes or less. I'm gonna heat up a little plate of. I have leftover pasta with pesto. I'm gonna do that. No, 5 minutes. I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it in the microwave, and then I'm gonna dump the pesto on it. I'm gonna bring it back up. I already have my long break. Guys, shut up! I'll be right back.
Thank you for that gift of love.
Check this out. There's a small cat in there. There's a little small cat in there. Small little cat in there. The new and story options, it says new game and story jump. New game and story jump mode. And there's a small kitten in the other cat house. He's like, what? I don't trust you. I don't know you well enough. Story jump, I don't know what that means. Yes, real. Okay, we're gonna go into a new game and see if I need to move my camera. We're doing it. Thank you, Nintendo, for the copy. Should be fun. Should be fun. This is a very oily pesto. Hopefully I don't feel too gross tonight.
The name's Pikachu, and I'm what you might call a great detective.
Look at this very small cat. Doesn't he look super old and stupid and gray?
With my bolts of brilliance, I've solved many mysteries.
How cute. I have not played the first one.
My partner Harry and I ran into some trouble on a case. Harry suddenly disappeared, and I'd lost all my memories.
There you go.
After that, I was wandering the city when I ran into Tim.
More like Poopy Cat.
Somehow, he could understand what I was saying. Our goals were one and the same.
I feel like this is the first game right here that was showing us.
Find Detective Harry, because my missing partner just so happened to be Tim's dad. While we were searching for Harry, we uncovered a series of crimes involving R, a chemical that drove Pokemon berserk.
Ooh. Why does he talk like that?
Tim and I managed to solve the case and save Rhyme City. And yet... Harry was still missing. Even now, the two of us are still searching for him.
Oh, who does voice Pikachu in this? That's a good question.
Harry. Just where the heck did you go?
Where'd you go, buddy? Detective Pikachu returns. I'm gonna let this, like...
to promote an even stronger bond between the people and Pokemon of Rhyme City, I hereby proclaim this day the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. To commemorate this event, we present this award to Tim Goodman and Pikachu, who saved...
Harry!
Great detective known for his bolt of brilliance.
Pika? Oh, Pikachu, I'm sorry. I guess that's a sign I better wrap this speech up, eh?
Tim Goodman, wearing his iconic red hoodie.
You couldn't have picked a worse time to doze off.
Sorry.
Now then, due to the R incident of 2 years ago,
Earrings, thank you.
some of our citizens began to doubt Rhyme City's motto, coexistence with Pokemon. So to those of you who were affected, I offer you my deepest sympathies.
What's that?
A Corviknight?
Oh no, it's coming this way! Sir, follow me!
Usually, wouldn't they, like, they transport people?
Get inside right away!
Found a diary.
What the heck is going on?
Could it be R?
R? Don't think so. Its behavior's different. It's all right. Just calm down.
Uh-oh.
Pikachu.
Your hat.
Lousy Corviknight. It just made off with my signature hat.
My dad gave you that hat.
Yeah, we gotta get it back.
And that's the whole mystery of this game, is getting the hat back. There's a lot of oil. You know how important that hat is to me. Corviknight just flew off with it. Wow, May. What a mess. Let's go get it back. What's that? Hey, Tim, over here. Let's explore.
Look, this must be the notebook the mayor dropped. Oh, there's something inside. A family photo? This girl looks familiar. Oh,
Is she?
she's the one who didn't look too happy during the mayor's speech.
That's my classmate, Rachel. She knows a lot about Pokemon.
Huh? Whoa, time out. You know her? Why am I just now learning this?
Why are you just not learning this? So much oil, dude. I'm like trying to like soak it out of the noodles. I've learned my lesson. We should return this notebook to Mayor Myers. Yeah, but first we gotta deal with Corviknight. Right, let's go, Pikachu. Now what do we do? That's... Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Who is it? Wait, we moved 2 seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Pidove, a regular sight in Rhyme City's parts.
Oh,
Is that Pidove unconscious? Don't touch it. Moving this Pokemon could injure it. Hey, you big guy. What happened to Pidove? Well, I'm at a loss. Nothing we've tried so far is working. Hey, can you even hear me? You, cut your Pikachu's Pika chatter and evacuate the area. Of course you can hear. Dino can hear how healthy you are. Uh-oh. You must be very sad. I need to track down Corviknight and get this area evacuated, but I can't just leave this Pidove here. Hey, what happened? Calm down, Pikachu. To everyone else, you're just saying Pika Pika. I'm the only one who understands what you're saying. Oh, right. Sorry. Got a little worked up seeing Pidove in such bad shape. Okay, Tim. It's on you to ask the big guy what went down. Excuse me. What happened here? Oh, you're that young detective. Yes, I'm Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Will Butler, Pokemon Protection Bureau. And this Audino is with the police department's rescue squad. Audino. I'll spare you the details. Right now, we need to help this Pidove. All that wind Corviknight whipped up blew it around and knocked it out. Audino used a move to help Pidove recover, but it still hasn't woken up. Chief, no civilian injuries to report at this time. Copy that. Great work. Now, I really should get back to leading the evacuation, but I can't just leave Pidove this here unconscious. You ought to clear out of here too, young detective. Mr. Butler, let us help you take care of the Pidove. Find a way to wake it up. Yeah, let a couple great detectives handle this. You? This is an emergency situation, one that requires my full attention. Maybe I should let you help. Alright. I'll leave waking this Pidove to you. I want to give him this. Oh, he's done with stream. So I want to give him the rest of this, rest of these noodles. They're like too oily for me now. I'm counting on you, young detective. Yes, sir. Okay, one more. Let's go, Pikachu. Okay. Woo. Hey, why don't we talk to those other Pidove? Sure, let's give it a shot. Hang on one sec. Okay. I'm glad we moved 2 steps. What's up, AG? Hold on a sec, Tim. Before we talk to those guys, there's something I need to tell you. Yeah, what is it? Cases don't just pop up when it's convenient for us. I don't gotta tell you that, right? Right. And it's been a good long while since our last case. I have a few more bites. Very oily.
Oh, God.
You just have to, like, let it drip out. I kind of wipe with
Oh
the
my
napkin.
God.
It'll make me not feel good if I eat the whole thing. I was like, I'm good. Well, that's true. So let's hit pause and jog our memories of how we go about investigating a case. Easy, how are you? I can see you in a month. Okay, we'll do this one by the book, all right? If you say so. Tim, this is our first investigation in a long time. Fortunately, P-Dove's injuries are already healed. You know what I should do for Pikachu? Just read it like, Pika, 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 Pikachu.
How is it?
I just started.
Well, how is it so far?
I don't know. It's fine. All we gotta do is find a way to wake it up. Pika, 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 Pika. You like that? Should I read like that, or should I even actually voice it? Some might call it coincidence, but me, I call it an opportunity for a detective work tutorial. Perfect, right? I suppose. Let's refresh our memory and make sure we conduct a full investigation. Okay, got it. First, let's quickly go over how we investigate. I talk to the Pokemon, and I talk to the people. Together, the two of us will gather evidence and take testimonies from people and Pokemon and piece them all together to solve the case. Yup, that's how we do it. Exactly. Okay, this round of questioning is all yours, Pikachu. Sure thing, here I go. Hey, P-Dub, can I talk to you? I'm guessing you're pals with the unconscious P-Dub. Mind if I ask you a couple questions? Who? Says their friend's taking a nap and won't wake up. So it thinks that unconscious P-Dub is just sleeping? Cuckoo!
But I kind of what the little one as well. Little one's in the honey. We're in the honey.
I know, it's the second time doing that. Can you do me a favor?
Me?
Yeah. Can you go get me one frozen banana? From the little piece of frozen banana from a bag of banana dipped in dark chocolate I got. Just
Are you
one
gonna eat it
piece.
frozen?
Yeah, it's the frozen dessert.
Okay. I'm
So-
gonna grab one too and try it.
Okay.
Isn't that good?
No, it's fine. I think you're gonna like it.
Oh.
That's
I don't have to,
That's
right?
the problem. No, you should try it.
I'm
They're good.
not gonna. It's not gonna be a thing like your place.
Yeah, have
I'll
one.
try maybe a bite of yours.
No, get your own. They're small.
Okay.
They're like this big.
Oh, well, they're fighting each other up.
Oh, you guys gonna wrestle? Gonna run? Meow. I'm excited too. What does a full investigation even imply? I know, I'm wondering what's going on here. Did I get all the... Hazel, no. Yes. Okay. Good. Wrestling? Guys, don't make me change the camera. I'll do it. Okay. You really love the smell of... Wait, huh? What's that got to do with anything? Ooh, coo! Nice strong aroma that makes the sleepy times go away. That's what it's saying. You'd think these P-Dub would be more concerned about their unconscious friends instead of chirping about some smell. I'm gathering there's a certain aroma that P-Dub are really into. Guess that's all we're gonna get. Maybe we should question some of the other P-Dub around here. Hey, Tim, come here for a sec. Guys. Does this work? No, it's just plugged into the other PC. If you get stuck during your investigation, you see the light bulb, you can do that. You can consult Pikachu and get a hint. Call me before you go anywhere. What? I'm a little curious about what the P-Dub was saying. Yeah, its friend is unconscious, but all it wanted to talk about was an aroma it likes. Yep. Alright. It's dark chocolate with a little layer of peanut butter. And banana. There's no way you won't like it. You're good.
The rest of
I know. Isn't it a nice little treat?
No.
Frozen banana, a little chocolate and peanut butter. I've had enough today. I've eaten enough. I had a bowl of strawberries earlier. That was my dinner. Leftover noodles and strawberries in it. With another cup of tea. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do, forgot to do. Roma sleepy times go away. Wait, what if it was talking about using some kind of scent? What if that scent could wake up its friend? That's it, Tim. If we can find the strong aroma those PETA were chirping about, maybe it'll wake up their unconscious friend. That's what I'm thinking. Worth a shot at least. But how are we going to find a scent like that? Might be some Pokemon who haven't evacuated yet. Maybe we can ask them. That reminds me. Listen up, Tim. If you're having trouble during an investigation, call to me at any time. I can give you advice discreetly so no one else notices. Of course, you can also just mull things over on your own. But if you get stuck, it might be a good idea to take a break and retrace your steps. That's important too. You can press the plus button to open the sub menu. Reread recent conversations. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. Hey.
No.
Zatu stares into the great beyond. That's Zatu. I can never tell what it's staring at. Or what it might be thinking. But that's the sort of Pokemon who's probably got all kinds of incredible knowledge. I don't know about that, but let's try asking if it knows anything about how to wake up PETA. Way ahead of you. Hey, Zatu! Can you hear me? Hey! It's not saying anything. I wonder what's wrong. Ooh. Oh, I want peace and quiet while it's sunbathing. It's awfully calm given all the commotion going on. Guys, can you chill out for like a second? They hardcore wrestling over there. Maybe try asking someone else. Levitates using electromagnetism. Pretty cool. A little jolt from Magnemite here might be just what P-Dub needs to wake up. Yeah, you can't use her moves, so you'd have to ask Magnemite to do the jolting for you. Well, let's not go there. You know I'd use my moves if I could. Huh? Oh, I'll tell you what the problem is. We've got a P-Dub that won't wake up. I was thinking of one of your electric-type moves could jolt it awake. Though probably only as a last resort. Magmag! Will you be willing to help us out? Thanks! If all else fails, we'll hit you up for an electrifying assist. Mag. Meow! What about the idea? Hey, any idea where we can find a nice strong aroma? I don't know. I don't know. I guess you wouldn't know, huh? Maybe this one again. You're all worried about your friend, huh? Nice. Aromatisse. Oh, exudes an enchanting aroma. That would make sense. Aroma. You're Aromatisse, aren't you? What are these P-Dubs surrounding you for? Aroma. Oh, they started flocking to it as soon as it got here. These P-Dub have been following Aromatisse around? Cuckoo. You're asking it to make the nice aroma. Cuckoo. Hurry up, make the nice aroma. Aroma. Okay. P-Dub are really getting on its nerves. Seems like these P-Dub are all drawn to a scent that Aromatisse emits. Which means Aromatisse might be able to help us wake up the unconscious P-Dub. Good thinking, Pikachu. Let's ask if Aromatisse is willing to help us out. Hey there, Aromatisse. We could use some help. It'll help us out if we can get these P-Dub to stop following it around. Fair enough. Let's talk to the P-Dub. I just hope they understand us. Sorry to ask you this, but could you move, somewhere else? Hey, now's not the time to stop and smell the aromas. We're trying to help your friend here. Say, guess what? Pretty soon, Aromatisse is gonna go make lots of nice aromas right over there. They're on board with the nice aromas over there plan. So they'll move? Great. Oh my gosh, how goofy. Aromatisse should be willing to help us out now, right? Aroma. Happy to help lend a hand now that we got those P-dubs to move. What's up, Maznik? Welcome back. Great, let's take Aromatisse back to the square. Okay, Aromatisse, here's a P-dub. Please help it. Aroma. I know it's like smelling salt. Seriously.
All right.
We did it.
Glad that worked.
And Dad just farted on them all. P-dub's awake. Dino. Wow, Aromatisse's scent is nice. But it's kind of like really strong perfume. I don't get why the P-dub like it so much. Okay. Glad you're enjoying it. Aroma. Yep, you are a huge help, Aromatisse. Thanks. Kitten. Hi, kitten. We like hanging out with you too. I like they're hanging out where we're still awake. You guys gonna fight? You're gonna fight. They're gonna fight. I'm gonna video. I'm gonna record it. You know. Get him up. You good? Oh, there they go. Okay. I didn't even consider getting help from the other Pokemon in the area. Oh yeah, come to think of it, a police officer was calling this big guy Chief. I wonder why. How about you ask him and find out? About you, Mr. Butler. Yes, I'm Will Butler, Chief of the PPB. PPB? We're an organization dedicated to protecting the Pokemon in Rhyme City. Pokemon Protection Bureau. So it's kind of... Guys, you're so loud back there. Meow. They're doing it now. Meow. Meow. Cat. Cat. The kid's on his back like... Very funny. Purple peanut butter? What else does PPB mean, Cat? So it's kind of like the police, but focused on Pokemon? Oh, I didn't know we had something like that. The Bureau only recently started its official operation. At the moment, we're borrowing office space at the Rhyme City Police Station and cooperating with the police. We were dispatched to provide security, but, well, just look at what happened. Can't believe a fiasco this big occurred on my watch. Honestly, an embarrassment. About the Pokemon Protection Bureau. About the pensive Pokemon battles. We were formed 2 years ago as a response to the infamous R incident, the case you two solved. Back then, Pokemon-related disturbances were happening all over the city. The human and Pokemon residents of Rhyme City were deeply affected by that. Mayor Myers was so shaken by what occurred, he took it upon himself to create the PPB as a countermeasure. He wanted to make sure that crimes involving Pokemon, like the R incident, would never happen again. That's why this organization exists. Isn't keeping the peace the police's job, though? In the past few years, Rhyme City has seen a concerning rise in the number of reported incidents and accidents. The police are struggling to handle so many incidents, including those involving Pokemon. But now, the police can protect the human population of Rhyme City, while the PPB protects the Pokemon. By dividing up the work, we can keep everyone safe. Ah, so that's why the PPB was formed. Just what I'd expect from Rhyme City. The pungent, perfumed birds. Alright. I got you, Rio. Have a good one. Oh, you're making me tired too now. Howard really is looking out for us Pokemon, huh? By the way, young detective, I was watching your investigation earlier and couldn't help but notice. Are you explaining things to Pikachu? Huh? I don't think Pikachu understands what you're telling him, though. Unless the two of you can... I'm not actually talking to him. More like getting advice? No, that's not it. Oh, I get it. You talk to Pikachu to organize your thoughts. Interesting way to form your deductions, if you ask me. Yeah, that's it. But we do understand each other, actually. That was so close, I thought he caught on to us. Be careful. Usually folks wouldn't believe we can talk to one another. What's up, Pearl? How you doing? Whoa! Ah! What's happening? What? What's happening? Oh, there it is.
Back again. Come on, let's chase it down.
Chase it down. Sir. Sir. Walking animation's low.
Oh,
It's Corviknight again. Hey, give me back my hat, would you? Yo, thank you, Fosh, for the bits. I appreciate it. Let's go. You got a point for this pooper town. No more wheel spins tonight? We just have the one today, I think? Just one wheel spin today. We're less than 100 sub points away from that RE4 remake goal. We have 4 streams left after today. 4. Unless I get my COVID booster tomorrow and it takes me out, then we'll only have... Oh, yeah. Pretty wild. Chief went after Corviknight in his patrol car. From a show. Spicy chicken sandwich. Nice. Very good. I bet Corviknight still has my hat. Let's follow it. Eggs. Snap. Oh, those are Pokemon cries. Sounds like they're coming from the direction Corviknight flew off in. Let's go check it out.
oh,
Whoa. Pikachu, look. Well, how do you like these apples? They're scattered all over the place. All over the place. What a mess. Oh, there's a couple of, Diplins. There it is. Hi. Applin. Sorry, not Diplin. Apple. Diplin is a new one. Lives in an apple. It's dangerous here, Applin. You should find somewhere that's safe. That's odd. It doesn't seem like it wants to leave. Let's talk to it. What happened here? So the wooden crate shook, you got thrown out. That's when you realized your friends were missing? It got separated, and let's help it find its friends. Good thinking. How many friends were here with you? 2? Okay, got it. Okay. Well, I haven't seen any Applin in the city before. Where'd you come from? Oh, you go to sleep in a wooden crate. When you wake up, you're always someplace new. So the apple vendor travels to different locations, and this Applin gets carried along. The apple vendor probably doesn't know about this apple. Apple. Something suddenly shook it awake a moment ago. I bet that was Corviknight. Same goes for these crates getting toppled over. I don't see the apple vendor. He must have evacuated the area. One Applin said I think it would get what's going on here. But as much as I'd like to get my hat back from Corviknight, can't just abandon a Pokemon in need of our help. Look at that determined face. Look at that determined face. I need to move. There we go. Move back up. Yeah, what kind of great detectives would we be if we didn't lend a helping hand or two along the way? Okay, we should investigate. Nice. Should we investigate the fallen apples over there? I'd be happy to if there wasn't a tree in the way. Something about it seems odd to me. Maybe we should investigate that first. It's a fucking Alolan executor. Come on. Look at this executor. Okay, so we can't investigate because this tree's in the way. What should we do about it? Oh, we can't just cut it down. Eggs.
Whoa! This tree's an executor!
Towering tropical Pokemon. So good. I love how tall it is and it's never fully shown on screen. It's so funny. Pikachu is the same voice as Chief Yakko from Rain Code? That's dope. God, I want to voice voice act. Be so fun! I want people to be like, oh my god, that's the same girl that does a voice on that thing. Who is that? Ooh. Be so cool. I love recognizing voices and like hearing them in different... anyway. Wait, isn't this an Alolan executive? I've never seen one before, so I didn't even realize that. What's it doing here in Rhyme City? Why don't we ask and get some other questions in while we're at it? We can't investigate it until it moves anyway. Hey, Executor, over here! Look down by your feet. Eggs. Oh, don't all talk at once. How about this, Executor? I'll tell you which head should answer. Sound good? Oops, forgot to say which head. About you. LED Baker. Cool. Yes. You, middle head. This is gonna destroy my voice. I need it for next weekend, but we'll see. Why are you here? Thanks. Guess it's been traveling around with the apple vendor. That explains why it's here in Rhyme City.
Hey,
You Whitehead, tell me what happened here. Corviknight came flying through, and when you tried to dodge it, you bumped into the fruit stand. I knew it. By the way, have you seen a hat? Corviknight took mine. Guess it happened too suddenly for you to tell. Oh well. Fun to know. Probably Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. DQX! Next weekend! It'll be fun. It'll be good.
hey,
Oh, Left Head, we got a favor to ask. Sorry, but we want to search through those apples scattered behind you. Could you please scooch over a bit? Scoochy. Good, a move for us. Now we can investigate the scene. Investigate the scene. This is where all the apples got scattered around. Let the investigation begin. Let me point out the two different... Gotta find the two applin. See one. Remember what we're looking for? Two missing applin. That's right. There's a lot of apples here, so try not to overlook them, okay? Here's one.
Lane.
Look at applin. I found one. Have you been sitting still pretending to be an apple this whole time? It must take a whole lot of patience. Not bad. Huh. Patiently staying still is one of your talents. Impressive. Creatures? Okay. What else do they make? The Corviknight got you wrapped up in quite the mess, though, didn't it? Your friend is waiting for you. I'm gonna examine this, because I don't see the other one. Apple crate. No sign of applin, though. I don't see the tail or the two little thingies. Am I literally already not seeing it? What are you doing?
Oh, this is a tasty apple. You want some too, Tim? Don't forget to pay for it.
What? Creatures made earthbound. What? What? It's a Pokemon that pretends to be an apple. No, it's a tiny little dragon that lives in an apple. And then it evolves. One of the evolutions looks like it's a little dragon flying in an apple shell that's like popped open. And the other evolution, there are 3 evolutions of it now. A second evolution of it looks like a little derpy dinosaur thing with an apple pie on its back. And the third evolution looks it looks fairly similar to the apple in itself, but it just kind of pops out more from it, and it looks like a candied apple. Are they 2 dragons? I thought maybe the Diplin, I think, is 2 dragons. I think Diplin is 2 of them. Apples everywhere. I don't see any applin. At this point, these apples are only good for making juice or jam or something. Still eat them, bruises and all. Well, we searched pretty thoroughly. I still don't see my hat or the other applin, though. Where could it be? There we go. See something move behind that crate? What? No, I didn't notice anything. Try checking again. See if something's changed. Your hat! And the applins underneath. My hat! Corviknight dropped it. Could have sworn it wasn't here earlier. Anyway, I'm just glad to have it back. Pick it up. Applin underneath.
This was a real pain. Eh? Hey, get back here. The heck?
The heck?
Hey, quit playing around.
Hey, I'm not playing at all. My hat keeps moving on its own.
That's ridiculous, Pikachu.
See? Told you so.
Executor.
Guess
like,
I've gotta go get it.
Guess so.
Climb Executor! Okay. Your soul, do you like it?
Tim, lift me up.
Okay.
But it's like a... Yeah, and it's a dragon Pokemon, by the way. It's dragon.
You alright? Don't hurt yourself.
Please, this'll be nothing.
There is an ice cream Pokemon. Do I have to do anything? Okay, I have QTEs, okay? So we're just mashing A? You got it, buddy.
Fine, I got you back.
There's the other Applin. No way. Oh, no. Yes, there's a garbage Pokemon. Pikachu, it's an Applin. Whoa. Are you okay? Fine and dandy. Nice catch, by the way. Always voicing the ridiculous characters. Yeah. Pikachu's voice. I know. Oh, the Applin okay too? Oh, that's a tiny one. Look how small it is. It's so small. So small. Oh my god. Really teeny tiny. They all seem happy to be reunited. Good. Glad they're all right. So one of them was wearing my hat, huh? Seeing it move on its own really threw me for a loop. I'm sure Corviknight dropped the hat mid-flight, and it just happened to fall on top of Applin. Oh yeah! Tim, where's my hat? Don't worry, I've got it. At the end of the day, I'm just glad I didn't lose my hat.
Yeesh, that was a hassle.
Oh, I can hear Chief Yakko. Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, now that's more like it.
Yeah, you look like yourself again.
So
Thanks, Tim. Harry gave me this hat to commemorate our partnership.
The awards ceremony will resume shortly. We ask that all participants please return to the venue at this time.
I guess we better hurry back.
That darn Corviknight. I'll let it off the hook just this once.
Kaiji Tang? That's different than who... Apparently Bradley D.
Great
Baker is
work.
the English
Thank
voice.
you. And you as well, Pikachu.
Yep.
I can't say it enough. Rhyme City owes you a debt of gratitude for your efforts. We strive for coexistence between people and Pokémon in our fair city. And you two are the ideal detective duo. On behalf of the city, I am pleased to present you with this medal.
Got like a hidden camera
Thank
in
you,
it.
Mayor Myers. I'm honored.
Of course, you get one too, Pikachu.
Tim is Desuhiko? Wait, we got Desuhiko and Chief Yakko in the same
Yeah, I'm the great detective.
game? What?
Pika Pika to you too, little hero.
I wonder if
Both of you, keep up that great work.
they go through like the same
Go, Tim!
voice agent, like voice acting agency or something. We got Yakko. We're playing as Yakko and Desuhiko. That's wild. Oh my gosh. Later that evening at
I
Tim's
was
apartment.
so proud of you today.
Your outfit. Look at these outfits. Irene Goodman.
You're amazing, Tim.
Tim's little sister, Sophia.
You think so?
Everyone knows all about the amazing work you two have done. There was the Evie abduction case, the fossil stealing spree.
This is gonna be freaking. This is gonna be
And
like
the Rhine
what's her face?
Tower standoff case too. They even made a movie based on the R case.
Yeah, I thought that movie was pretty good, but how come Mom and me didn't even show up in it?
I've definitely heard her voice too. I feel
I
like.
have no idea, but movies usually do their own thing, don't they?
Oh my god, it is Tetsuhiko.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. This is Dad's Pikachu, right?
Does anybody?
Yeah. He's my partner at the moment, though.
Anybody feel like this is animated like Kingdom Hearts 1?
Whoa, whoa. What's with all the staring?
He saved your dad from trouble many times.
Wow!
What's the little sister's voice actor's name? What else has she done?
Oh, Pikachu. The news is about to start. Maybe there's an update on that Corviknight.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't unhear it. I can't unhear it? I can't unhear it. Oh my gosh. I cannot unhear that.
Yep.
First time to Rhyme City, right, Sophia? Huh? It's so busy and fun. I'm glad I came. Are they renting this place or something? That Corvée night surprised me, though. I'm glad you and Mom are okay.
Hey.
Oh, these are old case notes. Yep, it's all the stuff you told me to keep a record of. Not bad, Tim. There's a lot you can learn from past cases, you know. Show me what you got there. Oh, the R case, eh? That takes me back. It was the first case you partnered up on. Yeah. R was a chemical that made Pokemon go berserk. It was created from Mewtwo cells. When a Pokemon was given R, its eyes would glow red and it would become enraged and violent. It was horrible. Even now, I still can't believe they used innocent Pokemon to cause all those incidents. Same. That was one tough nut to crack. But we managed to catch the culprit in the end. As for Mewtwo's cells and the remaining vials of R, we confiscated all that stuff when we brought the culprit to justice. Speaking of which, in our final confrontation with that guy, you managed to use one of your moves. You usually can't use any of your moves. How are you able to pull that off? It's me. I'm just as baffled as you are, kid. After Harry went missing, I lost all my memories for some reason. It was also when I realized I couldn't use any moves. Maybe the pressure of that intense situation is how you were able to use that move? Could be. Possibility, at least. After I used that move, I just blacked out. I was really worried about you. We're fine. The moms? Little sister is voiced by... Okay, Leaf in Pokemon Masters EX and a second voice actor. Milliam, second voice actress in the Trails games. I don't know those. Anything else that she's done? The mom is Iris's mom from... That's Iris's mom?!
Right.
Oh. Interesting. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this breaking news. What's going on? Rachel Myers. Voice Kurane in Raincode. The little sister is also in Raincode? No way. No. Wait, who's Rachel Myers? Which one is that? Thorfine, Michelle Marie. Who's Rachel Myers? Rachel's Tim's friend. Okay, because I was like, I don't see. Okay, man, there are 3 Raincode voice actors in this. Here we go.
According to amateur footage we've received from a viewer, Pokemon appear to have caused an explosion. This explosion occurred in the mountain range northeast of Rhyme City. This may be related to the recent uptick in incidents involving Pokemon.
Oh, there's Mewtwo.
Rhyme City Police and the newly established Pokemon Protection Bureau are investigating. Amelia Christie signing off.
Hey, Tim, did you catch that?
I hope that incident doesn't have anything to do with Dad.
Same here.
Mewtwo told me 2 years ago. Dad's alive, and we'll be able to find him as long as we don't give up.
Yeah, Mewtwo is still our only connection to finding Harry.
Whispering to Pikachu, are you?
Oh.
You're just like your father, talking to Pokemon like that.
I can hear it.
Oh, really?
To be.
It's been 2 years since the R incident. Since then, we've solved all kinds of
Oh my
cases.
gosh, that's a Rico.
The mayor even gave us an award for it. I can still talk to Pikachu and understand him.
Dubbed it with
If the
Bang
two
Zoom.
of us keep solving cases together, I'm sure we'll find my dad someday.
Yeah. Dang. Bang Zoom. I can dub things at Bang Zoom. The day after the award ceremony. Okay. Whimsicott rides the wind from town to town.
Whoa, that's a lot of Whimsicots.
That's very cute.
Sure is. They ride through on seasonal winds every year.
I hear they can be real pranksters.
If they get in a house they like, they scatter cotton everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like a pain to clean up.
Yep.
Christelle's cool.
The sweet smell of coffee is calling my name.
Oh my gosh.
It's the perfect Pikachu bait.
Tim!
Hi, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Hello. Frank Holiday, Rhyme City Police Inspector.
Inspector Holiday, did you finally find my dad?
Sorry. No. I'm here on a different case.
Oh yeah, Asian?
We've received reports of a jewel theft. Could you lend me a hand with this one?
Of course.
The incident occurred at the Dennis residence, the mansion down the street. Sorry, but Brad is waiting for me. I'll go ahead and meet up with you there.
Wait, now you're just gonna walk up? You ran up to us.
For my coffee.
No coffee for you, Chief.
Mm-hmm.
I know. Maybe next year we can plan a little bit more in advance and like get stuff organized. If you want to come down for it, because I know that you're farther now. But yeah, of course we'll be down to go again. It's still up, but we just won't be able to go, sadly. Oh my god, so good. Okay. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. Okay, let's go Pikachu. Wait a second, Tim. What for? There's no need to rush. You've got to be calm and unhurried if you want to do your best investigating. Yeah, I guess that's true. Pikachu's a real talkative Pokemon. If you see this Pikachu icon, you can press the button to chat with him. Sometimes they'll try to get your attention.
Tim, whoa!
Hey, don't ignore me.
Tim.
Ugh.
Look, I know we need to hurry. But would it really hurt if we relaxed a bit? For instance... Oh, here's a good idea. You could listen to some sage advice from a great detective like me. Okay.
Holiday's waiting. We better go join him. We got Hariyama back there. Oh, that wasn't very far. I appreciate you coming on such short notice, Tim. This way. The crime took place at the Dennis residence up ahead. Stop walking and then I have to run to you. Okay. So funny. I liked the Detective Pikachu movie. I liked it. I thought it was nice. Here we go.
Well, 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 if it isn't the great detectives.
What is this about? What's up with this open hostility? Rhyme City Police Lieutenant. I'm an electric, dedicated to law and order. The movie was good. I thought it was cute. It's been a while, Brad. I see you're on the case, too. I suppose that means you are as well. You private detectives do love sticking your noses into every little thing. If Mr. Dennis hadn't requested you personally, I'd be asking you to leave right now. Yep, he's still a jerk. Okay, Brad. I guess. Think he's still holding a grudge from that time we showed him up? Minute. He says, no funny business. Sheesh, no wonder you two are partners. That's enough, Brad. We're going to be conducting this investigation together. This is the scene of the crime, right? Yes, this mansion belongs to Sanjeev Dennis, a jeweler. Oh, this is not a long game. That's cool. I'm just curious on how long it would be. Mr. Dennis is one of the wealthiest men in Rhyme City. Under normal circumstances, a civilian like yourself would never have the opportunity to meet him. Make sure you don't do anything to offend him. Oh, and don't get in the way of our investigation either. He's just gotta get a digs in somewhere, doesn't he? Okay, Tim, come inside. Okay! Oh, we need to do Ace Attorney. The missing jewel! Have you all played the first Detective Pikachu? Look at this residence.
I see.
All right, Tim, Mr. Dennis is waiting for you in the room to the right. Thanks, Inspector Holiday. This game's gonna keep me on rails, huh? Can I look at some stuff? Look at that, Lugia. Silver waves, and it depicts Lugia, a Pokemon known as the Guardian of the Seas. It's rumored to live deep down on the ocean floor, but no one's ever seen it. That makes sense. The ocean floor is not exactly a place you just casually visit. Lugia lives on the seafloor? I never thought of that. What? Oh, Pikachu. Alright. Oh.
Oh,
It is
Tim,
pretty.
I've been waiting for you.
What a voice. Hello. Jeweler. Sanjeev? Guard at the Dennis residence. Oh, you poor Growlithe. You must feel bad. Just on one line? Okay. My name is Sanjeev Dennis. I'm a jeweler. And this is my partner, Growlithe. Growl. I'm Detective Tim Goodman, and this is my partner, Pikachu. Sorry to jump right into it, but could you please tell us what you know about the incident?
Oh.
A precious jewel was stolen while I was out of the house. It's called the Aurora Drop, and it's a very rare jewel indeed. The Aurora Drop. What a mysterious name. Magical, even. The thief injured one of my staff members and made off with the jewel. I'm going to assume it was Corviknight. Thankfully, my staff member's injuries were minor. And yet, something sticking out to you is odd? Well, the police are treating my trusted butler as the prime suspect. They think the butler did it? Could you tell me a bit more about the stolen jewel? It looks like this. Most gemstones must first be cut and polished into beautiful jewels. But the Aurora Drop is said to have naturally formed into its shape. The way it shines looks a bit like an aurora. Yes, that's precisely how it got its name. The Aurora Drop has been the subject of many a tale, but it was thought to be nothing more than fiction. Even among us jewelers, for the longest time we called it the Jewel of Legend. Wow, he wasn't kidding when he called it precious. Guess it's no surprise that someone wanted to steal it. Definitely sounds valuable. Where were you displaying it? I'm gonna put this blanket over my leggies. I kept it securely locked within a special reinforced case inside my jewel storage room. Ooh, maybe harder for the Corviknight to get. There are locks on both the storage room door and the reinforced case. And yet, despite all that security, it still got stolen. You mentioned that the police already have a suspect. Yes, they believe that the thief is my own trusted butler, Barnes. Why do they think that? Because Barnes and I are the only people who can access the key to that storage room. What's keeping someone else getting to it? The key is always kept around Growlithe's neck. If anyone but Barnes or myself attempted to take it from her, Growlithe would start barking. My Growlithe is a very loyal Pokemon. She would never allow the key to be taken by a stranger. I don't see a key around Growlithe's neck right now. The police think Barnes took it. That would certainly make sense, assuming Barnes really is the culprit. Mr. Dennis, if possible, I'd like to talk with Barnes. He's currently being questioned by the police. You don't believe Barnes is the thief, is that correct? I've known Barnes since we were young. He's worked in this home for years and has always served us well. I'm certain that he'd never steal from me. And I couldn't possibly imagine him hurting anyone. So you're saying Barnes didn't do it, and the real culprit is still at large? That's right. Someone else must have stolen the jewel. Please help me prove that Barnes is innocent. Ah, so that's why he called us here, to clear his butler's name. Talk to Barnes later. So, finding the Aurora drop and clearing Barnes of suspicion. Those are the two things you called us here to do? Could you please? You're the only ones I can count on. Our job is to investigate the case and reveal the truth. We won't know if Barnes is truly innocent until we look into this more. Yeah, the police must have at least some reason to suspect him. But we'll do what we can. If that's acceptable to you, we'll take the case. That's more than acceptable, thank you. Great. In that case, may I start investigating the scene of the crime? Of course, the jewel storage room is just upstairs. I know you won't let me down. Okie dokie. Wait a second, Tim. There's something I want to try, starting with this case. Something you want to try? Yeah, case notebook. The writers for Detective Journal swear by it. Detective Journal. That's the magazine you're always reading, right? Yeah, that's the one. They researched the most efficient way for detectives to organize their case notes. The solution they came up with was a case notebook. Sounds intriguing. How does it work? I'm getting to that. First, open up your notebook. Open it up. Okay. Right of the notebook. Any questions? I'm gonna kind of go through this quicker. Summarize it on the page below. After we've collected enough testimonies and evidence, the begin deducing option will appear. When you select this, we can start deducing the answers to our questions. We don't have enough testimonies or evidence right now, but once we do, we'll be able to start deducing. So that's very, it's like another game that I've played in the past. When you, like, go into your thing in your office, and then you go, like, forget. Yo, what's up, Breakfast Pills? How you doing? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where... I'm, watching somebody play a scary game that I've seen. I'm wondering how much longer she'll play it, because I want to raid her. And I'm trying to figure out where she's in... where in the game she's at, to see if we'll make it in time. Anyway, so Tim, what do we have to do right now? We have to collect testimonies and evidence to figure out how the jewel was stolen. To do that, we first have to investigate the scene of the crime. That's right. Let's go check out the jewel storage room. Wait. Lieutenant McMaster is currently interviewing Mr. Barnes in the
Excuse me?
Guess it would be too much for us to ask for us to join in, right? I'm afraid we can't allow even the great Detective Tim to do that. Police protocol. You understand. Okie pokey. I like how it won't even show us going upstairs. Come on, buddy. You know, we'll do our thing. Here's that. What's this room? This room is currently being searched by the police. Okie dokie. Can I go in? The jewel storage room has been left exactly as it was at the time of the incident. Inspector Holliday's already filled me in. Please, go right ahead. Yes. Thank you. Okay. See what we can do in this case. Oh, it's the Whimsicott. Oh, right. We heard about them floating in and causing mischief and... That's right. That's right. I think they never even opened it. It just looks like it got cut in half. What is it, Pikachu? Checked out the door, but there are no signs of forced entry. And we can be fairly certain that the thief used a key to get in. According to Dennis, this room's where the Aurora drop used to be. Take a closer look. Okay, so where's a window? Is there a window?
Whoa!
This area looks more disturbed than the rest. Let's start investigating. We might find a clue. Alright, don't let anything slip past you. Okay.
Let me see.
Where should we look first? It's the only case that's damaged. Must be where they kept the Aurora drop. This edge looks like it was sliced clean with a blade. What kind of blade could slice as cleanly through such a sturdy jewel case? This is still locked. The jewel case is still locked. That's important. Like Dennis said, the jewel in this case was stored under lock and key. And the key to the case is a different key than the one to the jewel's storage room door. I wonder who has the key then. There's a blue feather. Do you think the Pokemon it belonged to was in this room? Maybe it's from a Pokemon that lives in the mansion. Let's look into that later. That looks like part of the jewel case. Based on the shape, do you think the top half of the case was cut off? Yeah, it looks that way. It's really clean cut. Slicing it must have taken one seriously sharp blade. I doubt a human could pull that off. Some cotton on the ground. It looks really fluffy and soft. What's a bunch of cotton doing in here? I wonder. Covered everything I was wondering about. Any other spots you want to check? The base of the jewel case is firmly fixed to the floor. Yeah, moving the base doesn't even look possible. Okie dokie. I think that's it. Just look at his little butt. That little butt.
Tim. Quit looking at my tail and start investigating anything that looks suspicious.
Okay, fine. That was cute.
Okay, let's start deducing.
Okay, now we go here. And we'll begin deducing.
Okay.
Probably figured out how the culprit stole the jewel by now, eh? Alright, so let's begin deducing in your notebook.
Okay.
A few plausible theories. Which do you think is right?
Okay.
From what we've seen in the crime scene, we can tell that the jewel case was sliced open. After that, the Aurora drop was removed from the case and taken away. Right, and we saw that the jewel case was still locked, which supports that claim. We still need to investigate more to determine how the case was sliced open. But at least now we know how the thief got their hands on the Aurora drop. Yeah, we made a first step forward. Doo-ba-doo!
Okay.
That's cool. You understand how to use the case notebook now? Yep. Once I've got some evidence, I'll start deducing. Feel free to start deducing whenever you feel like it. After investigating the scene, we now know how the crime was carried out. We can be certain that the culprit sliced open the jewel. Yep. One thing strange. Oh, yeah? Yeah, think, Tim. What's strange about the way the crime was committed? The glass was cut, but the door wasn't.
Oh.
The door to the storage room was opened with a key. But the jewel case was still locked when it was sliced apart. That's right. So that means the thief only had one of the keys, the one to the storage room. They didn't have the key to the jewel case. According to Mr. Dennis, only he and Barnes can access the jewel storage room. I understand why the police suspect Barnes, but I'm not so sure. Obviously, it'd be best if we could talk to Barnes ourselves, but he's still being questioned. We need to ask Mr. Dennis about the lock on the jewel case. Right. After we wrap up here, let's go ask him. How's the investigation going, Tim? Oh, Mr. Dennis. Sorry, I couldn't just stand waiting around. Have you discovered anything? It does appear that the culprit used the storage room key to gain entrance. We believe they then cut open the jewel case and took the Aurora drive. That's so. I suppose that doesn't help Barnes much, since he has access to the key. I have a question for you, Mr. Dennis. Who has the key to the jewel case? I have it right here. I always carry the key to the jewel case on my person. I've known Barnes for a very long time, but I still won't give him his key. The security of the jewel case is my personal responsibility. Got it. So both Barnes and Dennis can access the key to the jewel storage room. Only Mr. Dennis has access to the key to the jewel case itself. That's valuable information, Mr. Dennis. Thank you. Really? I thought I might be getting in the way, but I'm glad to hear I could help. The Aurora Drop is meant to become a symbol of revival for Rhyme City. Anyway, I'm counting on you, Tim. Symbol of revival. Ask Dennis about that later. They had the key to get in the storage room. People are Dennis and Barnes, so it makes sense that the police suspect Barnes. If the key hadn't been used to unlock the storage room, Barnes wouldn't be under suspicion in the first place. Why would he do that knowing people would suspect him? Maybe he didn't think that far ahead. In any case, based on what we found at the scene of the crime, we can't be certain of anything just yet. We need to talk to Barnes and the other people in the mansion to hear what they have to say. Not just the people, the Pokemon too. I'll interpret for you when we talk. Alright, I'm counting on you, Pikachu. Okay, now that we've got our next steps figured out, let's start interviewing everyone right away. Okay, can we run around a bit more freely now? Something on the floor by the window. Should we check it out? Yes. Guess who came in through the window?
Oh!
What's all this? Pokemon feathers. Sure looks like it. They've scattered all over the floor and the window's open. Maybe a Pokemon got in or out through here? Do you think this has anything to do with the case? Look at this. One of these feathers is darker than the others. You're right. There's the other 6 are a lighter shade of blue. Something about that is nagging it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Whoa!
Protect the resident's privacy. Case something doesn't have to do with the case. Okay. An ad happening right now, by the way. Stretching, buddy. Hey there.
Hello there, Detective
Hello.
Tim. Oh, I mean, Detective Goodman?
What a voice. Larry Turner, newest staff member of the Dennis residence. Ah, the newest member. Wait, you are the detective, right? That's what Mr. Dennis said, at least. The name's... Wait, that's not proper enough. Sorry. My name is Larry Turner, and I'm a member of the house staff. House staff, seems in over his head. If you need anything, just let me know. I mean, please inform me if... You really don't have to be so formal with us. Thanks. That's a huge relief. Got this job a while ago, but I'm still not used to talking all fancy. Uh-oh. Is that a problem? Well, good thing for me the Barnes deals with all the important guests. My main duties are taking care of the Pokemon, managing the house, and groundskeeping. And I can handle all that no problem. I don't know. This guy isn't exactly filling me with confidence in his ability to do his job. Oh no, he's hot. Anyway, you wanted to ask about what happened, right? I mean, I already told the police everything I know. I'm really sorry for taking up more of your time. Oh, sorry, that's not what I meant. I'm not complaining right now. Just that I don't remember what happened very well. Something attacked me out of nowhere and I blacked out. Something attacked him? So, not the thief, huh? Can you please tell us more about that, Mr. Turner? Sure, no problem. Right, so, where to start? Just doing my job like normal today. I made food for the Pokemon, did some cleaning around the mansion, that sort of thing. I think I was tidying the garden when it happened. Saw a ducklet fly out of a second-story window. As I recall, I wondered where she was going. I mean, usually ducklet just walks out the front door. Seemed weird to me. So I went upstairs to see what was going on. That's when I saw that the door to the jewel storage room was wide open. As if that wasn't shocking enough, the moment I went to look inside, I got suddenly punched by a Pokemon. Next thing I knew, I was lying on a sofa and someone was treating my wounds. A Pokemon punched you? Yeah, I feel like I glimpsed a small red figure just for a moment. Maybe a Halucha? Because of the feather? Based on the size, it couldn't have been a human, so I'm guessing it was a Pokemon. Red Pokemon. Do you know what kind it was? I'm really not sure. It all happened so fast. I see. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you weren't seriously hurt. That's what the doctor said too. No Pokemon would want to steal the Aurora Drop. It's possible that the culprit ordered their partner Pokemon to swipe the jewel and punch out Turner. So Tim, now that you've heard Turner's story, what do you think? I need to find the ducklet that flew out of the window and that red Pokemon too. Yep, you got it.
Excuse me?
Did you see anything else when the Pokemon attacked you? This is going to take a lot of reading. The thief who brought the Pokemon along was probably nearby. Fortunately, that's all I saw. I see. Can you think of any other details that might give us a clue about the culprit? Nothing in particular is coming to mind. I mean, Mr. Dennis is such a nice person. I've never heard of anyone holding a grudge against him. I was really surprised to hear that Barnes is a suspect. You don't think Barnes is responsible? I guess the police must have some reason to suspect him, but honestly, I just can't believe it. Barnes is still showing me the ropes around here. He's a great co-worker with tons of experience. I mean, if you'd known Barnes before all this, you could never even imagine him being a thief. Maybe I don't think it's this guy. He wouldn't stick up for somebody who's under suspicion already.
Excuse me?
You know anything about the stolen jewel? The Aurora Drop? I've never even seen the thing. It's been shut up in that storage room ever since it was brought to the house. Of course, I know it's valuable and all. I assume that's what's been causing all the arguments between Mr. and Mrs. Dennis lately. What sort of arguments? In case you haven't heard, Mr. Dennis says he's going to donate the Aurora Drop. Seems like Mrs. Dennis is against that plan. We've been fighting about it almost nightly. Every night? It must really be a point of contention. I guess Mr. Dennis just doesn't want to give up such a valuable jewel. So the Aurora Drop's been driving a wedge between husband and wife, eh? Maybe she stole it? Maybe she stole it so it couldn't be donated?
Yes?
Hi.
You certainly don't look like you're with the police. State your business.
Oh no, Mrs. Dennis? It's Mrs. Dennis. Oh, we're detectives. Mr. Dennis. Wow, we are totally blocking her from view. That's annoying. We're detectives. Mr. Dennis asked us to investigate the incident that occurred here. Detectives. Oh, I suppose my husband did say something about that. Your husband? That must mean you're... Claudia Dennis, Sanjeev's wife. Sorry to bother you, but do you mind if we ask you some questions? I do mind, actually. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. The case has already been solved. What do you mean? The police said that Barnes is behind all this, so the matter's settled. We've heard that he's under suspicion, yes, but we can't be certain it was Barnes who committed the crime. You sound just like my husband, but nothing you say will change the fact that Barnes is the culprit. Barnes' partner Ducklet was up to no good. I saw it with my own eyes. Did you witness the crime? Barnes' partner Ducklet was involved in the crime. You look as though you don't believe me. About what you witnessed.
Excuse me?
Is it true that you witnessed the crime? Well, I didn't exactly see it clearly. Huh? But I did witness some irrefutable proof. What exactly did you see? At the time of the incident, I was enjoying a cup of tea in my room on the second floor. Just then, I noticed a bird Pokemon flying out of the outside the window. Bird Pokemon? Yes, I clearly saw a blue bird Pokemon. It had to have been Ducklet. I did find blue feathers near the window and in the storage room. Yes, but those don't match Ducklet. Only the light blue ones match them. Those were Ducklets. In hindsight, she was obviously stealing the jewel. I also heard a faint sound just before that, like something metallic. A metallic sound? You know what could have made that noise? No, I don't. But the storage room was ransacked, wasn't it? I suppose she must have broken something in the act. And I've heard it confirmed that Ducklet's feathers were found in that room. Isn't that proof enough that Barnes is the culprit? She's pretty darn convinced of her own theory. All it's based on is a metallic sound on the side of a flying blue bird Pokemon. Pretty flimsy, if you ask me. Yeah. I'm sorry, Mrs. Dennis, but that information alone isn't enough to definitively prove Barnes is the culprit. Then hurry up and find whoever it is and get that jewel back. Isn't that what my husband hired you for? Oh, I get that she's upset, but she doesn't have to take it out on us. About Barnes.
Excuse me?
Mr. Dennis seems confident that Barnes is innocent. Oh, yes, I'm sure he is. He's always been too trusting. Especially when it comes to Barnes. Those two really trust each other that much. I'm told Barnes has worked here for a very long time. Much longer, in fact, than I've known Sanjeev. I suppose that's why Barnes is always taking my husband's side. What do you mean by that? Whenever my husband and I have a disagreement, Barnes inevitably sides with Sanjeev. Even though I'm sure he believes he's being impartial. That lack of self-awareness is yet another one of his many flaws. I get the feeling Claudia's not a huge fan of Barnes. Do you think that's why she's so sure he's the thief? Yeah, I'm thinking maybe she did it.
Excuse me?
Could you tell me more about Ducklet? Ducklet is Barnes' partner. She dotes on him tirelessly and is always by his side. You mentioned earlier that she might be involved in the crime somehow. Would Ducklet be capable of such a thing? Yes, she even helps Barnes out with his shopping. She'd certainly be capable of making off with a jewel. Well, whether or not Ducklet stole the jewel, one thing that seems certain is that she really loves Barnes.
Yes?
The Aurora Drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. Mr. Dennis told me the same thing. But do you really understand? Can you even comprehend just how valuable it is? Huh? I knew it. Just look at those blank expressions. Hey, my face always looks like this. As it is, I'm not even sure my husband understands the true value of that jewel. After getting his hands on something so precious, why would he want to donate it to Rhyme City? So you're against donating the Aurora Drop? Of course I am! Treasures like that aren't meant to be paraded about for the general public. They should be preserved for quiet observation by a select few. Hard to imagine her quietly doing anything. Thanks, ma'am. You suck. Hi, what's up with you? Clefable, all ears for mansion gossip. Ooh! Bap. Oh, it's Clefable. This is Dennis's partner, apparently. Can I ask you a few questions? Hey. Oh, what gives? No need to be so rude. What's wrong? Seems like she's real suspicious of us. Maybe she's feeling sensitive after the incident here. So, no, that's a no then? It's a no on talkie-talkie? Can I talk to, Dr. Growlithe? Dennis's partner Growlithe. She sure doesn't look happy. Apparently she feels responsible. No wonder she's so down. No, I want to hear all the gossip. What the fuck? Tell me what's going on in the mansion. Maybe we should leave her alone for a while. Like a little, like, dog bowl. No talking to Mr. Barnes? Okay. Woo, I'm getting tired of woo! No tea. I love tea, though. I think we're going to do just a little bit more and then call it. Because A, I want to raid Parky. And B, my voice is going... My throat's getting a little like, woo! From talking so much from this. And then I need to rest. And then I should be good for tomorrow. But I also really want to play more Power Wash. There are 3 more maps.
I see.
I take it you've heard what Mr. Dennis has to say. I'm guessing he also told you about his butler. He's definitely not pleased that Barnes has fallen under suspicion. Sure seems that way. In my position, I'm not at liberty to share all the information we've gathered. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Why would you hire me or bring me in if you can't disclose stuff with me? Thank you. The time of the incident. What was the situation in the mansion at the time of the incident? Still looking into that. I'm sure we'll get more direct answers by asking the witnesses themselves. Gather own intel about Barnes. I was told Barnes is the police's prime suspect. Well, the circumstantial evidence certainly seems to be pointing in his direction. He doesn't sound terribly convinced. Does anything strike you as odd? Yes, actually. I can't think of a single motive for Barnes to steal that jewel. He doesn't appear to bear any ill will toward Mr. Dennis, and he's in no trouble financially. That being said, we may uncover a motive in the course of our investigation. But for now, I can't say anything with certainty. Understood. About the drop. I hear the Aurora drop is an incredibly valuable jewel. The Aurora drop's not just valuable. It's famous throughout the entire jewelry industry. And there must be plenty of people who'd like to get their hands on it. Could the jewel have been stolen by an intruder? I can't rule out that possibility, but based on current evidence, I'd say the likelihood of a burglary is low. That's good. I don't need to ask about the dad. I think it's done. Can I go outside? How do I get outside? Can I go back into the yard? Can I talk to you about anything else? About the symbol of revival. What makes the Aurora drop a symbol of revival? 2 years ago, during the R incident, my jewel shop suffered considerable damage. Wait, you were a victim of the R incident? Yes, some Pokemon who'd been exposed to R went berserk. The rampage destroyed my shop, to say nothing of the damage done to my jewels and other goods. At that time, I already had the Aurora drop. I kept it stored safely in the shop. So was the Aurora drop damaged too? No, as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Of all the jewels in my shop, the Aurora drop was the only one to remain unscathed. Ice cube that melted. In fact, debris fell so perfectly around the Aurora drop that you might believe it was being protected. It's incredible. I guess there's some magic left in the world after all. Ever since then, the Aurora drop became known as the jewel that survived the R incident. People started visiting my shop just to see it. Thanks to all that attention, my business was able to get back on its feet. Sounds like a valuable jewel. In more ways than one. What made you decide to bring it back to your mansion instead of keeping it at your shop? I decided to donate it to Rhyme City. The Aurora drop, but why donate something so precious to you? It's not just precious to me. That's exactly why I decided to donate it. Mayor Myers has done his part in improving our city by declaring the start of Pokemon Friendship Week. I thought it was about time I did mine. But I wanted to donate the jewel that survived the R incident as a symbol of Rhyme City's renewal. I hope that by doing so, I can help liven up not just my shop, but the whole city as well. Wow, Dennis, I'm impressed. It's a wonderful gesture. I'm glad you think so. Not everyone is so pleased about it. Oh? Forget I said anything. I shouldn't burden you with concern over such personal matters. For now, I'm counting on you to find the Aurora drop as quickly as possible. Understood. We'll do everything we can. Who can I talk to now? Now that Mr. Barnes will thank you not to leave the mansion until further notice. Understood. It sounds like the police finished questioning Barnes. Let's go talk to him. Yeah. Yeah! Hey, buddy. Can we chat with you? Oh, how did it come to this? Why are the police so suspicious of me? Excuse me, are you Mr. Barnes? He did mean his wife, I know, right? Who might you be? I'm Detective Tim Goodman. Mr. Dennis has hired me to investigate the crime that occurred here. Is that so? My apologies. I'm Brandon Barnes. I work here at the Dennis residence as a butler. Do you mind if we ask you some questions, Mr. Barnes? I realize you must be tired since you were just questioned by the police. Please don't worry about that. If you've been hired by Mr. Dennis, then it is my duty to give you my full cooperation. Thank you. What would you like me to speak about first? The time of the incident?
Yes.
I was away when the incident occurred. It wasn't until after I'd finished my errand and entered the house that I realized something was amiss. I heard Turner cry out from the second floor. When I rushed upstairs, I found him collapsed on the floor in front of the jewel storage room. That means Barnes was the first witness to arrive at the scene of the crime. Did you see the thief or their partner Pokemon? No, nothing like that. Wait, Barnes ran up the stairs. You'd think he would have run straight to the thief. If he didn't see anyone, could they have escaped from the second floor? Did you check the storage room? Yes. The door was already open. And when I looked inside, I saw that the Aurora drop was gone. Then I contacted Mr. Dennis and the police right away. Is there anyone who can corroborate your whereabouts at the time? Unfortunately not. It was only afterward that Mrs. Dennis came out of her room to see what the commotion was about. And the only others in the house at the time were Growlithe and Clefable. Naturally, no one can take witness statements from Pokemon, so I'm afraid I have no alibi. That's where we come in. The Pokemon that live in this mansion might know something. Mr. Barnes, do you have any idea of who the thief might be? No clue. Not a clue, I'm afraid. But I do know that Mr. Dennis and I are the only ones who can freely use the key to the jewel storage room. Growlithe guards that key with constant vigilance, so I imagine it would be very difficult for anyone else to take it from her. I suppose it's no great wonder that the police suspect me, given the circumstances. I would never do something so senseless. At least this confirms that only those two have access to the key.
Yes.
Ducklet is my dear Pokemon, partner Pokemon. Just look at this photo. Look how cute you are. See, you're light blue. I guess there is a dark blue feather in the back, but I think it's less likely. That's Ducklet with you there. Yes, isn't she adorable? Just look at her feathers, simply beautiful. But that's not all. She's also incredibly clever and even helps me out with my work. Oh, excuse me. I'm terribly sorry. I tend to get a bit carried away when I speak about Ducklet. It's really no problem. You mentioned that she helps you with your work. What exactly does she do? Well, let's see. She runs errands for me, such as buying coffee beans from a local cafe. Oh, she buys coffee beans. Nice. There's a place nearby called the Hi Hat Cafe. Perhaps you've heard of it. She regularly goes shopping there by herself. If that's their go-to cafe, then it's got to be for the Hi Hat blend. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Rhyme City's elites have such refined taste. I asked her to go to the cafe today, in fact, but she hasn't returned yet. Could you have wandered off somewhere? Do you have any idea where Ducklet might be? Unfortunately, no. The feathers found at the scene of the crime are Ducklet's, right? Yes, no question about it. But I haven't the faintest idea why Ducklet's feathers would be there. Just the thought of her getting caught up in the crime somehow. I'm so worried I can hardly think straight. Woo! Out of all the jewels in Mr. Dennis's collection, he considers the Aurora Drop to be his most precious. He works tirelessly to acquire it in the first place. Hey, fun fact, you all. Did you know that most of the world's diamonds, until like 10 years ago or something quite recent, did you know that all the world's, over 90% of the world's diamonds were controlled by one company? Did you all know that? And they would just bring them all like into places in, I think in the UK, they would meet up and do like backroom deals where people would like, buyers would come in and then they'd have to buy them for a certain price and then take them to all the different shops to sell them. And they pushed diamonds as like engagement stuff in like older movies, and yeah, they created a fake scarcity and yeah, just pushed them in movies like Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, etc. And that's why you see diamonds all the time for engagement rings and stuff. And why it's like, oh my god, diamonds. And they kind of suck. So don't buy diamonds. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it. I think they're super duper cliche and overpriced. Just saying. An interesting little story. You can go hear about it. Okay. You might even say the Aurora Drop is a physical manifestation, a crystallization of Mr. Dennis's career as a jeweler. I wish nothing but swift retribution on the thief who stole it from him. With someone who speaks so formally, Barnes is a pretty passionate guy, isn't he? Please, Tim, find the Aurora Drop. I beg you. Don't worry, sir. We're on the case.
Well...
Based on Barnes' testimony, I'm really not surprised as the police suspect him. Yeah, only there was another witness at least. About that, aren't you forgetting something, Tim? Huh? Barnes told us that Growlithe and Clefable were in the mansion at the time of the incident, remember? Oh, right. Maybe the Pokemon saw something. Exactly. You can leave the rest to me. Let's go question him, Tim. I tried!
Tim.
3, 2. Still looks awfully suspicious of us. Let's try again later. Hey, Growl, let's start it. Pikachu not with me because I just ignored him. That's why I'm single, because I won't buy that ring. Ha ha ha! Yeah, no. White Sapphire is virtually identical in cost of fraction. That does sound really cool. There are all kinds of cool jewels to make cool shit out there. Just buy really nice stuff that's gonna allow, you know. I don't know. Just buy whatever the person wants, or whatever, to mark the sign that you want to be together. Yeah, lab grown. Yep, that's happening more now. Or who the fuck cares about gemstones? I don't know. If you want to keep even the premise of buying an engagement thing, first of all, buy things for each other. Why do you have to buy the other person? So many of the, like, things that go into getting engaged and getting married are spawned from, like, these horrible customs. One of Cade's favorite things to say about it is, like, it's to unite rival fiefdoms, right? Yeah. Forging rings of power yourself. There you go. A nerdy Lord of the Rings ring. That's cool. Yeah. No, maybe not that. But yeah, just talk about it. I was like, I don't know. I have my own ideas on the whole marriage thing. I think it's cool for people to get married. All good. If you want to have a celebration, great, awesome, it's cool. I'm just like, I just question all that now on my end. I'm like, oh, it's so much money for like a party. Anyway, let's ask Growl a few questions and then yeah, see where we're at. Okay. Growl, we're here to catch the thief. We need your help to do that. Yeah. You're willing to talk to us if it'll help Sanji. Thanks. Sanji. Growl's nickname for Dennis, as near as I can tell. Oh, right. His full name is Sanjeev Dennis, so I guess Sanji makes sense. Anyway, Growlithe, can we start with the questions? About you. Growl. Gotcha. As Dennis's partner, it's your job to guard the mansion. We already know the key to the jewel storage room was around your neck. It's important to Dennis, so guarding his point of view makes sense. She says she'd never let anyone other than Dennis or Barnes even touch the key. So that's why you feel extra responsible for what happened, huh? He's really got a strong sense of responsibility. Don't worry, the two of us are gonna crack this case.
Well...
You remember anything about the time of the incident? I don't know, because you were napping. What? Your breakfast was so tasty that you ate too much and it made you sleepy? It was the wife! It was the wife. Been there, believe me. What are you even talking about? You woke up when Barnes got home? That would have been right before all the commotion happened. When you woke up, your precious key was gone. Dark Chow, oh my god, cute. Yeah, I can tell you're upset. You'll do whatever it takes to help us catch the thief. Thanks. We'll come ask him about Barnes. She says Barnes is a kind and well-mannered person. He and Dennis are close, and she's never seen them fighting or arguing. Mr. Dennis really does seem to trust Barnes after all. And Growlithe likes Barnes too. Judging from what Growlithe says, it's hard to think of Barnes as a likely culprit. There wasn't anything in Growlithe's testimony that could help us prove Barnes' innocence. Only one left to ask is Clefable. I'll do what I can to get Clefable talking to us. Thanks, Pikachu. I want to save. Nice. Oh, okay, we're gonna solve this case tomorrow if I'm feeling well. How do you catch Pokemon in this? You don't. We're solving Pokemon mysteries. We're detectives. This is a detective game. I've never played any Ace Attorney games, so I don't know. I've played the AI games and Danganronpa, the Zero Escape. I've played Ghost Trick. What other detective games have I played? Like one or two other games. Rain Code. Yeah, so a lot of Spike Chunsoft and Ghost Trick. I think one or two other things. Part of the thing with Rhyme City is that Pokemon aren't allowed to be kept in balls. Oh, gotcha. Okay, you all. you are great. We're gonna go raid Parky. She's awesome. I got to know her better, even better at this past Fever Coliseum. It was awesome. She'll be at TwitchCon doing some stuff for GDQX, so we're gonna be hanging out. She's great. Right now she's playing a game called The Closing Shift. It is by this, I think it's a Chillis Arts game. It's something like that. I think it's Chillis Arts, which is the same company that made Parasocial, a game that we're gonna be playing for a Halloween scary game. I'm gonna hate it. I'm sure I'll like watching it, but I'm not gonna like playing it. But yeah, so she's playing this game right now. It's super weird. It's like if you were... This game is what happens when you work at a Starbucks. And I'm sorry to anybody who works at Starbucks, by the way. Especially any lady who works at Starbucks. But this game is basically you work at Starbucks and then you find out that one person you talked to one time is now stalking you. So let's see what happens. Raincoat was better though overall than like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, this is good so far. It's like Detective Light for a game, but we're also on like the first main case, so I'm interested to see how it develops. But we'll play more of this and more Super Paper Mario. So I'm gonna see if I can get my COVID booster tomorrow. If so, I will let you all know, and then I'll let you know how I'm feeling toward the evening. Hopefully I can stream, because I won't be streaming much next week between my Hotfix show and GDQX, like TwitchCon. So yeah, so I'll still be like doing stuff there, and then, you know, you can catch me on the Hotfix show, but that'll be like 4 days next week out of my week. But then I'll be home for stream on Monday. Yeah. So I won't be gone for too long. Anyway, you all are awesome. Go say hi to Parky, please. She's awesome. She's great. She does like Souls-like games, and I saw her playing Baldur's Gate the other day, and now she's doing Closing Shift. So please give her some love, okay? Will you all go in there and be like, hey, we're here from Foo Stream? Because she's super cute, and she also dyed her hair red recently, so we're little redheads together. Yes, please go say hi to Parky. And feel free to tune in tomorrow if you want to see more stream stuff. Here, more Detective Pikachu, Super Paper Mario. Oh, and join the Discord server if you haven't already. And I need to post in other places, and then I will advertise those more. Cool. You all are awesome. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you for